Hello, good morning, and welcome to Johnny Mac Games. For those of you that are new to the channel, and for those of you that are returning subscribers, welcome to another New World video. So just a little bit ago, about 12 hours ago, the community manager, Alexandra, put out an announcement on the forums that they have brought the ban hammer down. And we're not just talking about temporary bans or, little pats on the wrist. We're talking the ultimate ban hammer, like perma bans. So for those of you out there that are possibly watching this video, or for those of you that are not exactly convinced that AGS was doing their jobs as far as looking out for the legitimate players' best interests, you're in for a treat today. Let's go ahead and read this article, shall we? So Alexandra, the community manager over AGS, who's been very vocal here as of late, bad actors discovered through packet manipulation a bug that allowed players to duplicate in-game coin and resources. A similar attack against a different game system was also recently used in housing. Together for these exploits, we have permanently banned over 1,200 players, removing their items from the economy and canceling their trade post listings. We took decisive action against obvious bad actors with a first pass on November 2nd, permanently banning accounts of the most egregious offenders, which eliminated over 80% of duped coin and item value from the economy. The remaining duped items have continued to hurt many players' experience. It didn't affect all players or worlds equally, and also more significantly, impacted players who were pursuing end-game goals and gear. We apologize for the impact this has had on some of our most dedicated players. It's disheartening to see others cheat to obtain what you have worked so hard to achieve, while also hurting the economy in the process. It has taken us time to unravel and identify where the items and coin landed, but as of November 15th, we are glad to report we have permanently banned 460 additional players from either the original trade or newer housing exploits. By doing so, we were able to remove 98% of remaining duped items and coin in the game. The small amount of duped items that remain were a result of players who stumbled upon the duping issue but did not take exploitive action and will not be banned. We've also investigated how these duped items have impacted the end-game progression. Our investigation has not shown a significant uptick of max level gear. The below chart shows that the number of players with even a single piece of max level gear is still quite low. We did a specific deep dive into void bent armor, and while some of the armor was duped, much of it was removed from the game through bans and is still a very rare item. We are still examining the narrower list of items involved in the housing exploit, and there will be further permanent bans there as appropriate. So you can see they have this nice little chart here that shows level 60 players, right? In which I'm assuming that this is an account of all the level 60 players. And here is the percent of those level 60 players with at least one gear score 600 item equipped. So only 9.1% of the current game population at level 60 has a gear score 600 equipped. So that just goes to show how rare that item actually is. And it makes you wonder if, it's because there was like a massive quit, of these high level players. Don't know, but that's for another video probably. 5.8% of level 60 players with at least one void bent item equipped. And 2.4% of the level 60 players with full gear score 600 armor equipped. So 2.4% of all level 60s in the game have full gear score 600. That's crazy. So 2.4%. So hats off to anybody who put all the sweat work into getting full 600. That's pretty impressive. So we are working to improve our response time and will remain vigilant against players who violate our TOS, Terms of Service. Exploits will not be tolerated, and penalties can and will include permanent bans for those players using them. Our team is working tirelessly to continue our investigations and preventing future dupes from happening by correcting or replacing game systems that can be attacked. Please continue to report any issues you see, and we will continue to take immediate action. A big thank you goes out to our community members for bringing this to our attention as well. We appreciate all the information you provide to help keep Eternum safe and fun. While it took some time to investigate and track down where the duped items were funneled, our telemetry tracks all these transactions. Let me repeat this for those of you who may be thinking about, taking part in future dupes or, anything that is cheating and breaking terms of service. Our telemetry tracks all of these transactions. So just be aware of that. So rest assured, we can and will find all the bad actors. I really love that line. That line especially. Rest assured, we can and will find all of you. But anyway, enough of the little theatrics. So overall, very reassuring that Amazon Game Studios is in fact listening to the community. There's been a wide outpouring of posts and just pleas for Amazon Game Studios to take heavy action and initiate the protocols needed to permanently ban these violators. Amazon Game Studios has been heavily criticized for the supposed lack of action whenever it comes to that. I know that there's been heavy circulation that temporary bans were mostly issued, in which some would argue that this was the right thing, and others would argue that this was the wrong thing to do, that permanent bans should have been issued immediately. I'm kind of on the fence with it. I can kind of see both sides of that argument. You can leave a comment down below as to what you believe should have happened, first of all. I mean, me personally, I'm kind of a fan of street justice. I know my buddy Brian over at Ginger Prime would definitely agree. I'm usually pretty hardcore whenever it comes to punishments. I like setting the examples, and I think later rather than never is pretty refreshing. The fact that they brought down the permanent ban hammer and have punished these bad actors is extremely refreshing, and I love the fact that once again the development team and the community managers are keeping their audience involved. They're keeping them informed, which is exactly what this game needs. For all the naysayers out there and saying that they're not communicating properly and so forth and so on, this article once again proves that they are doing what they need to be doing in the background to ensure that they're providing a quality gaming experience for their audience, which is me, it's you, it's everyone who's currently playing. And I'm absolutely thrilled that they brought the permanent ban hammer down. As a matter of fact, I was planning on making a video that was completely opposite of this morning whenever I woke up. I had actually planned on making a video as like, where are you at, Amazon Game Studios? Like, why are you not taking action? And then I wake up to this news. So very refreshing news, guys. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Do you think that this was something that is going to set Amazon Game Studios up very well for the upcoming weeks? As I posted in my previous video, this is going to be a really big week with possible server transfers, or sorry, server mergers. I think it's very likely. And it's kind of scary to a certain degree, but at the same time kind of exciting because it's going to open up a whole new avenue, a whole new realm for the current player base. But be sure to hit a like on this video if you found this information helpful, and also be sure to subscribe to the channel. I have another video that's going to be coming out today, which we're going to be talking more in depth about the servers that are possibly going to be merged. So if you want to see that information, be sure to subscribe to the channel so that way you can get notified whenever that video goes up live. Be sure to give that notification bell a little tickle as well, so that way you get notified. It will be coming today, guys. So be sure to stay tuned. And as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the new world.